Alrighty, so here we are back playing some more Tropico 6, and today we are moving on to the next mission here, and this mission is ball game. So I checked it out for like an hour, maybe not even a whole hour, but I did notice that I completely messed it up, so I had to come back and restart. Of course, we're playing on the hard difficulty. Now this one starts off in the modern times era, which is pretty nice, so we have access to pretty much everything, and the mission focus is to focus on special citizens. So let's get into it.
Baseball, Presidente. I do not understand it. You do not understand it. Why, even the umpires barely understand it. Yet it is very popular in the USA, where citizens use it as an excuse to eat mustardy sausages and drink fermented grain. And it may have been the national sport of Tropico, or it may not. Come with me on a journey into sports, more important even than economics.
Presidente, the quality of a country is measured by its sporting achievements. So why did we never win the World Series?
Alrighty. It's open to everyone after all, and ever since the war, when occupying American soldiers forced us to play, baseball's been Tropico's favorite sport. Tighten up security, Presidente, and then we'll talk about the Tropico series. Alrighty, so we need to have a total of 4 watchtowers, and we need 4 security checkpoints. Now previously, I made a humongous mistake by simply throwing these buildings around, just tossing them over here, and I realized that we have to sort of check out a mechanic of the game that I haven't really, I don't typically use, and that is to actually sort of spy on our populations. So, first and foremost, let's go ahead and set up some ways to spy on our population with watchtowers. So as we can read here, engages enemy squads during military conflicts and has a chance to discover hidden roles of passerbys. Passerbys? Decreases liberty around. So we're going to be losing liberty whenever we place this building, but we will have the added bonus of being able to spy on our population a bit. So let's go ahead and demolish this park on up, and what I want to do is I got an idea. I think I know what we need to do. Let's go ahead and relocate this parking deck to here. So anyone living nearby will want to use this parking deck, right? We don't have any other parking decks, I don't believe. And so this will be the center of like transportation, our little hub of transportation right here. And so what we can do is put a watchtower right next to it. And to help with the liberty penalties, let's go ahead and set up a newspaper right here. Cool, so that should all work out rather quite nicely. Let's go ahead and throw in some parks. I reckon something like this would look nice. And then perhaps this one. Cool. So there is one watchtower. Let's go ahead and figure out where we want the next watchtower to go. Here's our shopping mall, which is rather quite nice to have. And let's go ahead and relocate this building as well to something more like this. And I will show you why we're going to relocate it like
precious,
this.
Presidente. Especially your time.
I'll show you why we're relocating it like that. Voting rights, we'll leave it on all citizens. Vote. Armed forces, let's go pacifist state. Well, no, we actually can't go pacifist state because it'll disable our watchtower. So we need to keep it on militia in the very least. Let's see what else we have. Ecology, let's keep it energy efficient. Separation of powers. This is another huge mistake I made. We actually can't go with no separation, which gives a liberty bonus. So let's go ahead and keep it just official separation. That seems fine. Personal rights, let's keep this on security surveillance. Police stations, check all residents and workers in their crime safety radius to detect hidden roles with a 5% probability. Decreases global liberty by 5. Yes, we'll leave this on security surveillance. That seems fine. Healthcare, let's go with paid healthcare. It's going to increase the efficiency of all of our medical buildings. So, why are we moving the shopping mall to this location? Well, the fact of the matter is that the front of the building is actually right here. on the side, right? And then if we see over here, we get the road access. So we can build a nice little park out
The new
here.
robot voting system guarantees the next election will be fair, honest, and in no way at risk from unexpected bugs. What a relief.
Cool. So now we have this very nifty looking setup, and let's go ahead and actually set up another watchtower. I want to do this one here because if someone's driving, then they're going to round this corner, like end up coming down this road. It's also going to cover the plaza out here in front. So let's go ahead and set up a nice little plaza. Let's do, I'm thinking this. And then a simple 2x1 here. We can do something like that. And a 1x1 here. Cool. So now we have 2. Let's go ahead and set up security checkpoint. Our first security checkpoint. Let's do it here. And honestly, we could do one. Ooh, got a bunch of buildings over here I didn't even notice. We have a bus garage, but I'm actually going to demolish the bus garage. Reason being is that I actually want to use the free wheels edict. I've been using this edict on a lot of the missions on this series so far, and it's a pretty good edict. It allows even poor Tropicans to use cars. So anyone, even if they're making a wage of only $1 a month, they'll be able to use cars. So as long as we employ our entire population, everyone will have access to cars. So really quite nice. And let's go ahead and get that researched. Cool. And as a matter of fact, let's go ahead and
Poor are complaining that they
let's go ahead and even enact it. So now everyone should have access to vehicles. Let's go ahead and bump up as many people as possible to the well-off wage. I can go with the second highest budget on those. Let's go one budget higher there. The power plant can chill out here for now. Our spy academy, let's leave that as is. And we're not going to need things like the Convencio. Waste treatment facility, nice. Let's go ahead and max out the budget on that. Just keep the pollution down here. It's affecting our steel mills as well as these 2 mines here. Another bus garage which we can demolish. It even reaches our vehicle factory. That's quite nice. So we're going to need steel, which we're producing here. We're going to need iron for that. We have coal. Do we have coal? I hope we have coal. Do we have no access to coal? No. Coal and iron. Whoa. Oh, okay. That's quite nifty. 2 mines next to each other, making 2 different things. That's kind of unique. I've never really seen that. Anyway, so we should have enough for the steel mill. Now we need to make sure is that we are getting our rubber. And cool. We have 1 rubber hydroponic plantation. Now, curiously, I'm wondering how much rubber are we going to need? 5,800. And this is producing 2,900. So we need at least 1 more hydroponic plantation set on rubber if we want to produce enough rubber for our factories over there. As a matter of fact, I do want to relocate these out of the way as well. Put one over here. We'll do that. We'll do this. So corn there. And this rubber one, let's go ahead and relocate it to the other side, right here. Just to sort of help tidy up the city, giving us more building areas down here. Let's check in on all of our different wages. Want to make sure everything's at least above 10. So as you can see, this one was below 10. Now it's above 10. Let's go ahead and get more hands on that. Let's bump that up once. Let's max out the budget on our fun fair pier. You can get extra round, and this will increase the service quality by 20%, which should give us a service quality of over 100. So let's go ahead and research that and enact it. I have a feeling that is in the modern times era. had a feeling, at least. World Wars? No way it's in the World Wars. It's gotta be in the modern times. Too bad you can't, like, search through these. That would be pretty convenient. Like, I mean, an actual, like, search bar. It's gotta be here. Fun Fair here. There we go. So now we can do extra round, and we're getting a service quality of over 100, which is really good. This means that anyone on the island should be able to get a pretty high service quality for that. I'm just going to max out the budget here. That's giving us another 100. So that is 2 of our fun happiness, not fun happiness, but our happiness is taken care of. We have fun happiness and faith happiness. So next we should probably focus a bit on food and healthcare, but for now let's go ahead and ignore that all. Let's go and demolish this. We have a tourist port, so we already have tourism sort of set up, which is pretty convenient. Oh, we have 2 tourist ports? No way. We can change one of these to luxury liner, which will allow us to bring in rich Tropicans, or rich tourists, which will be pretty nice. But let's go ahead and demolish all these houses as well. I want to put nothing but modern apartments. We also have a factory ranch for pigs. Let's go ahead and relocate that out of here as well. Out of the downtown area. Let's go ahead and put it, I'm kind of thinking like this. Cool. I like the way this is all looking so far. We have a golf course. Let's go ahead and max out the budget on that. This still gives us a wage of below 10, so not ideal. A souvenir shop. Convenient. Always pay an increased fee of 45, regardless of the setting. Let's go ahead and max out the budget on the restaurants as well. The high school can chill at 1, budget lower, that's fine. Max out the budget on the clinic. Get both the upgrades. We'll leave the housing for now. Oh, we also have access to a TV station. That's kind of cool. Let's leave this on telenovela for now. And yes, things are looking pretty good, I would say. Max out the budget on the parking deck. The library can go, honestly, 2 steps lower. And that's all looking good to me. Don't think there's much else that we need to do. Let's max out the budget on that, why not? Max out the budget on the family resorts and the hotels. Hotel Camarote, like always. Tour office. Don't know what this is doing here. Maybe we'll figure something out for it. But yes, I think this is a pretty nice little start for us so far. We're producing cars, which is huge. So let's go ahead and first and foremost set up a second rubber plantation. Which is going to be pretty convenient because we'll be producing plenty of rubber. We already have steel, so we'll be producing vehicles at a pretty good rate. Let's actually go into research, and let's research employee of the month. Let's also get child allowances. Let's go into edicts, and let's turn both of these on.
Do you know what is
I could do no free lunch. That could be pretty good. But we will... Yeah, let's actually go and pick it up. So here's our shopping mall. We want to max out the budget on it. And let's go ahead and build up some more watchtowers. That's what we're going to need. We need at least 2 more. Let's make sure we get that done before anything else. And honestly, we could probably just throw 2 here. And we need more security checkpoints. Let's get 1 going up to the farms. 1 coming in from the touristy areas. Ooh, I don't want too many liberty penalties. Let's go, I suppose, here. Watchtowers, security checkpoints. We only need 1 more security checkpoint. So let's go ahead and, I suppose, right here. So now we just need these 2 watchtowers. Let's go and quick build them, get the missions underway.
Nice work, Presidente. Now let's discuss the Tropico series. It's an opportunity to demonstrate our baseball legacy to the entire world.
We must invite and beat all existing foreign baseball teams, the Americans. Then our sporting credibility will be obvious to all. But for such an event, security is paramount. More important even than economics, though less important than sport. Okay, so we get a free police blueprint. Cool.
I have done a little research, Presidente. The internet says that baseball has been played here only 3 times. So I sneakily changed a few things.
And voila, 3 million games later, we have a national sport. Might I suggest that you use your superior powers of discernment to identify potential star players. I will settle in with this rulebook and a cup of cocoa. It is a very large rulebook, but I have a very large cup of cocoa. So we need to discover citizens with the role, sports talent, or team member, and then bribe Tropican's sports talents to become team members. Okay, and we get a blueprint for a cyber operations center. Once you discover sports talents, you'll be able to locate them by consulting the almanac on the People tab under the special citizens. Select them to access the bribe action. Okay, easy peasy. And so this is where my issues arise last time. I didn't have any watchtowers like actually in the town. They were all like over here. I was kind of assuming I wouldn't really need to use them. So I wasn't able to actually spy on my population, but now I can. Did I turn on? I did turn on free wheels. Okay, perfect. So we have free wheels enacted, and we also have, what's it called? Employee of the month, which means that all of our people working in mines should work extra shifts. All the people working in factories should work extra shifts. So it should be looking pretty good. Did I enact child allowances? I did. Okay. So now, I'm curious as to our population. What's the wealth distribution looking like? We have a lot of poor people still, probably due to the fact that we have so many unemployed people. So we need to get more and more jobs up. Let's go ahead and set up some tourism then. That'll help with money, and it'll give lots and lots of jobs to all of our uneducated population. Go ahead and set 2 up like that, and then another one here. That should be fine. And then we need stuff for the tourists to enjoy. So with our last little bit of money, let's go ahead and set up a casino. Oh no, do we not? We don't have enough money for it. Uh-oh. Okay, we'll make enough money here. That was almost bad. Casino. And set it up here for now. Now it's been a while since I started making YouTube videos, and look at this. This is a perfect city block here. But I always go with the same design, which is a 7. So 7 by, I believe, 5. And it creates a 4 by 6 interior for a city block, which, as we can see here, can be perfectly tiled by many different buildings, including the apartments, skyscraper apartments, all of the different tourism buildings like hotels and skyscraper hotels and stuff like that. So I usually build my city blocks like this, but for this episode I was kind of thinking we could potentially do something different, but at the same time I kind of want to stick to it, just because this island's already sort of set up for it. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Go to here. We'll change this entire area up as time comes. We need to rotate this modern apartment at some point too. But with the advent of additional hotels, we should be looking to make some pretty good money off of tourism pretty soon. 20 times 4 for a bit. Wow, this is a really low support score. I wonder why it's so low. Maybe because all of our happinesses were so low. They started out lower than the Caribbean happiness for some reason at the start of this mission. Let's let all this get built up. And just like that, we have a casino. Let's max out the budget and make it for tourists only. So only tourists can come, and it's going to give us lots and lots of money. Let's go ahead and research it as well. Cold War, Casino. This gives us access to the Double or Nothing work mode, which I talk about it too much, but it's going to allow us to make a lot of money off of tourists if this building's like constantly full. So that's what we're looking for. We're still making a lot of good money. We should honestly try and get a good trade route for cars to America, or really anyone, but I figure going with America sort of makes sense. Can import 10,000 coconuts, probably not worth. No other imports to America or from America. Nickel and oil we're not producing, cocoa, cigars we're not producing, so looks like we're sort of just gonna have to wait here. With our last little bit of money, let's go ahead and set up additional hotels as we can. Sort of kind of an ugly setup to just throw down a bunch of the same exact building right next to each other, at least in my opinion, but it'll be fine. Maybe I'll do some relocating later, maybe I won't. 19k. Okay, anyways, let's check in on this. Not a whole lot yet. Let's check in on our tourist rating. Tourist rating's low, but it will go up. Three Wheels has reached level 1, making it cheaper, which is nice. We already have a fire station, which means that this will get put out rather quite quickly. Max out these budgets.
Oh, wow. Is that a cleric? Whew, so retro. I play a science paladin half-elf. Anyhow.
Okay. So that one's not, like, mission critical. We don't really need to worry about that, so we'll ignore it for now. We don't have enough rubber in, which is kind of a bad thing. Let's go to the rubber plantations and let's max out their budgets. Just to guarantee that people would rather work in these than the other plantations. They're a bit more important for money.
Hey, Presidente, buddy, I've been making up some news. You get pretty incriminated. Unless maybe you know different.
Nice. Okay, so we can fulfill an export trade route to America, and this will serve a double purpose of making them twice as happy as normal. I would really like... Oh no, I did the banana plantation. Where's the rubber plantation? Oh no. I set this up for bananas? I think I did. That's not good. Let's try and change one of these. I don't know if we'll have the money for it. Rubber? No, we don't have the money for it. Okay, it's gonna take some time. We're gonna have to play on ×4 until the island's in a pretty good spot. We didn't... Oh wait, we did find people with sports talent or team members. Okay, so next up all we gotta do is bribe a handful of those people. We do want to keep all of these... Oh no. What's it called? The shacks away from our funfair pier. It's going to decrease beauty nearby, which will decrease the efficiency. As you can see, it's below 100. And it's supposed to be above 100. Low rebel threat isn't good, but in the very least we have access to military troops, which is pretty nice. And yes, we're just gonna need a fair bit of money to actually get things fixed up here. Yeah, not having rubber is really, really bad. It's actually like as bad as it could be. Yeah, I don't know how I did this. I think this one here I put on corn instead of rubber.
Me and the penguin share a respect for tradition, Presidente. What we disagree on is where to spend the money. I
have good news and bad news.
That's fine. Penultimo says we're gonna fail, but I don't think so.
I'm authorized to say...
Just need more funds. More time. Ooh, the kind of crummy thing is that all of the tourists are gonna want to come to the funfair pier. That's fine, this building should make us some pretty good money. It hasn't even made us our first batch of money yet, so... we should definitely be making some pretty good money as time goes on. It'll just take like maybe a year or two before things really come together. Once I fix this rubber plantation, things will be looking really good as well. Why does no one want to work here? Job quality 65. Ugh. Maybe we fire like a couple people from these plantations in the hope that they come to this one instead. Free Wheels levels up, so yeah, the edicts, once they level up, they'll be cheaper as well, which will ultimately net us more money in the end, so that's pretty good. We also need more high school educated people for those buildings. Maybe going with a higher budget on the high school is going to be a good idea. Just pump out high school educated Tropicans a little bit quicker. The hope is that people come to work here instead. $11K coming in, pretty nice. Let's see our casino. There it is, the 10,000. That's netted us 3K over its lifetime. Hasn't been up long.
Presidente, Have you seen the people who toil in this man's evil factories?
Cool. So already we're making some pretty good headway. Making pretty good money. It'll just take a bit more time. Oh, we have a cruise ship. We need rich people for that, though. I reckon we were supposed to have changed one of these to luxury liner to fill that up, but maybe we won't worry about it for now. Maybe we should, though. This thing's costing us $200 a month. Yeah, let's go ahead and change one of these to luxury liner. Let's max out the budget on those. Okay, let's check in on our population again. Sports talents. So we need to bribe these people. Anyways. Wealth. Yeah, there we go. Lots and lots of well-off people, which is what we want to see. And the second we have enough money, we're going to change this to a rubber plantation. We won't even have any rubber being produced at all. That's definitely not good. So maybe I should hire in people for this as well. Tour ships. Good, good, good. I think that's actually rich tourists that showed up, right? Yeah, it's cool. So now this building is actually netting us $400 a month, so that's huge. Yeah, let's leave it on the medium budget. That's actually tremendous, so pretty cool. Decreases upkeep by 50%, starts emitting pollution. Okay, cool. Now we're back into breathable area, breathable room. Let's change the resource to rubber. Cool. Now let's go ahead and hire in 4 people for this. Hire in workers for this as well. Cool. There we go.
El Presidente, you just gotta help me make the world a better place for the tree.
Let's go ahead and actually probably level up the legalized substances edict. It's going to sort of help out our tourism economy over here a bit. So now we should be producing some cars pretty soon. Let's actually go in and turn off steel exports, as well as the good that we're producing over there. What is it called? Rubber. So let's turn off rubber and let's turn off steel. Make sure that they're being processed by our vehicle factory. Cool, and with everyone driving around, everything should be just a little bit more efficient. And next up, we're going to probably focus on tourism for a bit longer. As a matter of fact, I want to relocate all of the buildings here and just make it like a straight up grid. Boom, look at that. We were like below negative 10,000 and we climbed up to negative 4,000 very quickly. And that was all due to probably just tourism, which is pretty cool. Let's move this here. Let's relocate this to here. And then let's go through and demolish up this entire road system. And change it to something more like this. Cool. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, I think. And relocate you, no. Cool. How much is it to relocate? Oh, we can't now. Oh, now we can't. There was like a slim moment where I was able to. That's fine. 12,000. No cars being exported currently. Still no rubber in. But I believe now we do have, yes, all the workers for this. We could probably change this to almost free of nature as well, but we'll cross that bridge when it comes. 17k, cool. Back into the positive. Let's relocate this restaurant. I'm kind of thinking here's a good spot. Then let's go ahead and relocate this souvenir shop. Well, you know what? We could do it here, and then we could change this to tourist only and make it kids menu. So let's go ahead and research that. Cool. Now this little touristy corner, pretty cool to see. Let's go ahead and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then all the way down. 1, 2, 3, 4. Perfect. That's actually a perfect way to set that up. Cool. Makes me quite happy, and this means that we can set up a couple more touristy buildings around here. Namely this, and we don't have enough for the second one. Cool. That's fine. We could probably even build a college and then do some other things, but let's go ahead and bribe the 9 people that we need to bribe. Shouldn't be too much money. Max out the budget. Hotel Camarote. A lot of steel hanging out here, but we don't want to export it. Maybe we could let it go. Yeah, let's go ahead and let it go for now. At least until we're like really off to the races. So there we go. Lots and lots of money there. Let's go ahead and bribe the 9 people that we need to bribe. Sports talents.
Can I help you?
Bribe.
I am sorry, not today,
Bribe.
please.
Nice weather.
Bribe.
Ah, so stressed.
May I just squeeze
Bribe.
past,
So
please?
that's 5,
Oh, what a...
6,
Busy.
7,
Please, excuse me.
8,
See?
9. Oh, we don't have enough money. Wow, that was way more expensive than I thought it was going to be. But that should be 8 of them done. Right? I hope. Hope I didn't just waste like 10k. No, it looks like we gotta actually have people sent out to give them the money. How much money are these netting us? Wow, even just the hotels are netting us like almost $300 a month, which is pretty good. We should be able to bribe the last person here with this.
Hola.
Cool. So now we gotta do is wait for that to happen. Very good to see. Rebel threat decrease, nice. I want to relocate this clinic out of the way. Car sales? Car sales, nice. Wow, look at that, 30k. Let's relocate you out of the way, then let's go ahead and relocate you to here. And let's relocate you to here. And then I want to relocate the high school somewhere. Maybe over here. Let's relocate it here. We could do it here. I think that looks fine. Oh no. Did not do that right. That's fine. Oh yeah, let's go to school right behind the casino. It's okay though. Just throw in 2 random parks here, and yes, I like this a lot more. So let's go ahead and relocate these 2 to something a bit more agreeable. I did that wrong. It's okay though. Oh no, this is all wrong. Done it wrong twice. Here. And then demolish. Bring you over 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here. You go to, oh no. There, cool. And then maybe we can just sort of bring a road around to like over here. 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Cool. There we go. Things are looking a lot better, in my opinion. Let's go ahead and throw in some parks in front of this. Keep it real simple and just do something like that.
Presidente, you
Nice.
now have a baseball team, the Tropico Sovereigns. Designers are already working on a politically incorrect logo, as is traditional.
Nice. Before we can invite an international team to be thrashed by our world-class players, we need a mascot. I am to be fitted for my costume this afternoon. Gran Araña, the baseball spider, is an 8-tool player. I will wiggle his legs with strings from the inside. Okay, cool.
Have I heard this right? You want to challenge the U.S. national baseball team to the Tropico series?
Heck, a quick web search tells me you guys aren't even... Wait. Heck, a quick web search tells me that you guys are the planet's secret capital of baseball. If you guys are as good as it says here, I can make a fortune headhunting your players for domestic teams. You're on. If I can draw a crowd. If you can draw a crowd. Okay, so we just need tourist and tourist accommodations, which we've already done. Cool.
Presidente, what's all this about baseball? Studies conclusively guess that Tropicans completely lack the baseball gene.
However, recent genealogical studies raise some unanswerable questions regarding the leisure activities of early Tropicans. I think with sufficient grant stimulus, we can attract self-proclaimed experts to determine the true nature of the authentic Tropican sport. So have a college, hire immigrant with college education, have college-educated Tropicans, we gain a bunch of free knowledge. So I was talking about a college actually, so let's go ahead and probably set one of these up. We'll unlock it for now, and once we have enough money, we'll actually place it. Cool.
Let's go, sovereigns! Clap, 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 clap! Oh, sorry, Presidente. Sunflower seed went down the wrong way.
I hear the US team won't come if we don't get a lot more tourists. We've announced the series, but there's some confusion as to where the games will be held on account of us not having a stadium. Heck, we'll just build one. Create some jobs while we're at it. Have a stadium visitors, build government buildings. So we need 2 government buildings. Okay. Alrighty. So, this video is getting pretty close to the 45-minute mark, which is roughly how long I want videos to take. So, I think I'm going to set up our college, and then that will be the end of our first episode here. Where does the college go is the question. Maybe right here. Right here. Maybe right here. Yes, I like that spot. Okay, so we're gonna do a bit more redistribution, reallocation. I'm speaking nonsense right now. We're gonna be moving around some buildings, just to sort of help tidy it up, make it look, to me, something that looks good. This is a huge city block here. But anyways, yeah, made some pretty good headway. Got a nice, strong economy, half tourism, half automotive industry, which is really, really nice to have. Yeah, usually this is like really expensive to set up. You gotta buy a vehicle factory, you gotta buy a steel mill, you gotta set up like a bunch of different mines and a bunch of different other stuff. So it's pretty nice that we start out with this, so we can make pretty good money. So at the start of the next episode, we'll probably get the entire area cleaned up, just making it look really good. And then what else I want to do is set up an embassy, invite America, and then start doing trade deals with America in the hopes that we can get the oh so coveted car export edict, not edict, trade route, which is like if you can get a really good trade route for, what's it called? For cars, like if we look here, like this will net us, selling 12,000 bananas will net us $1,000. You know, like that's not a whole lot, right? Because it's only 5% above standard and we're at the lowest volume. But let's look at 250,000 bananas. We'll only make 22,000 extra dollars, right? But like look at boats. Boats are more expensive for 1,000 units, so the little 5% goes up quite a bit, netting us more money. And so you can imagine getting your, this is the deviations over here. You can imagine getting the deviations to like plus 50%, and then cars are the single most expensive good, usually, right? So 1,000 cars sells for $28,000, right? And so you can imagine getting like a 100% bonus on cars, and then you get like an insane volume. Like these green numbers, I've seen them get to the point where they don't even have like sometimes you can get like hundreds of thousands, right? Like there's 20,000, 20,000 gold, 20,000, 20,000 there. But I've seen these actually like get changed into like millions, like 1.3 M. And so that's pretty cool. Might not happen by the end of the episode, but searching for a really good car deal is always a really good idea. And especially since we just have free car industry, things are looking pretty good for us. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this episode. If you did, be sure to leave a like. And if you want to follow along with the rest of the series, the 100% series, where I go through and I'm going to be completing every single last mission, getting every single achievement, then be sure to subscribe. Peace.